Hello, and welcome back to another OU Live. Oh, I can OU. That's cool. Was that the right L? That's showing up right? All right, just because the camera's flipped. Blah blah blah. That was my right hand. Anyway, I got a Talonflame team here. This is a creative teams live, so we got the large talons, Patrick Star, Tapu Bulu, a Choice Band Zygarde, a Tapu Finesse, and Rock Repellent. So basically the idea of this team is keep the rocks off and then have Talonflame come in, get some kills. We got some nice Fire, Water, Grass going there. So should be a fun team to use. I actually haven't used anything too much like this in Sun and Moon yet. So this is kind of like a little bit Gen 6y with like the whole Talonflame and all, but like I think it'll be a lot of fun. So what we see here is Tyranitar can be some problems for this team. I actually have Trick on my Starmie as well. I think Starmie will be helpful during this match because the Psyshock and Hydro Pump will be really great. Maybe we can give this Tapu Bulu a Choice Specs. We're seeing Psychic spam though. So good thing we've got two things to get rid of that terrain. And I think he might want to lead Excadrill. So I think I'm just going to go straight with I'm thinking Zygarde or Starmie lead. I'm going to go Starmie, and I think I'm going to oh boy. How exciting. That was not the right choice. I might 2-hit KO with Hydro Pump. He's probably just going to I guess he really lead predicted me. I definitely should have led Zygarde. I think he's just going to Pursuit, so I'm just going to go straight for Hydro Pumps. Sweet. So he can't live another one, so as long as we hit, he is down a Tyranitar, but I assume he wants to switch here. Damn, that was stupid of me. I definitely should have thought about that. But we do have our Starmie still. We still have our Choice Specs. And if he gives me Psychic Terrain, things are going to start falling to Psyshocks from this. So definitely want to keep this alive. He's going to go for Stealth Rock here, though. And I took Defog off of Tapu Fini. And Starmie's my only way to get rid of... Gosh, why am I so stupid? Okay, but this does give me... I'm dumb. I'm so dumb. I played this so wrong. Because I can't go into Deontay because he's a fast one, and even if he's not, he lives a hit. And that just gives him rocks. Because otherwise, since he has Iron Head, he can go straight and kill my Deontay. I think I might just have to go... The good thing is my Talonflame will still outspeed a large portion of his team, and I still have Roost, but Alakazam will outspeed me, which is the issue, and Scarflele will outspeed me, so I want to have a priority Brave Bird. So I'm going to go for the Zygarde play here. Probably wants to set up rocks. I'm going to go straight for 1,000 arrows. He can bring his Tapu Bulu in. I don't think that'll kill me. Yeah, and he just lost it, so he can't set up rocks now. So actually that's really great that I'm going to get to have my Talonflame in. So let's see. You are good for... You're good for Toxapex. You're probably my best answer to Toxapex. But you get walled by Bulu, you're outsped by... You're either Speed Tie or outsped by a Choice Scarflele. Hopefully he doesn't Psyshock me. Tapu Fini can actually beat the Toxapex because I have Taunt though. Just 1,000 arrows thing might be my best play because I want to keep my Tapu Bulu at full. I can probably take one. I'm just going to stay and sack it. Oh, win the Speed Tie. That's really great. So I know that he's not Scarfed Tapu Lele. So what I can do here is just go... I'm going to go into my Deontay so I can get my Mega Evolution off. And he is going to die to a Moonblast, or if he goes into his Toxapex, then I'm going to take the opportunity to set up my rocks. Basically, if he switches out to anything, I think I want to get up my rocks so that the Tapu Lele can't come back in. And Talonflame can really do some damage in this match, because Z Brave Bird can take down the Alakazam. I can easily take down the Bulu. I should easily wall the Bulu, actually. What I want to do here is go into my own Bulu, I think, because I'm Assault Vest, and I will change the terrain away from Psychic, and that will let Talonflame have the priority back, because the Psychic terrain actually blocks the Z Brave Bird. It blocks the Brave Bird at full in general. So this is good. I think we're in a good position here. And now that his Tapu Lele is gone, he can't get Psychic terrain back up unless he's Psychic terrain Alakazam, which if he wants to be Psychic terrain Alakazam, please do that, because that's just a team, well, that's just like a turn that like you'll be passive on, you know? Like if he Psychic terrains with his Alakazam, that's like a turn that he's not attacking me. So turn on the timer, get up the Toro the Bull, and he wants to set up, wow, that's powerful. I think I would want a Hornleech here. Yeah, I think Hornleech will be my best play because I think it'll kill the Alakazam. Tapu Bulu can't do a whole ton to me, and yep, the Toxapex will not. This boy lived on 1 HP. Unfort. Okay, yep, that's a win though. So, GG's. Let's get another few matches with. I feel like this team could actually be pretty good. I threw it together like usual. I never test the teams before the live because I'm just too lazy. I think it's more fun. This is the testing. But like, I think this could be a good team, especially if it has a good matchup. It's got a good amount of priority with like extreme speed and the Brave Bird and everything. So there's not anything that like if something gets set up, I can still take it down. Like Volcarona, I can still take it down with my Talonflame. If there's something like Holucha, still take it down with my Talonflame. It's actually still a really good mon. If it had Gale Wings, like 6th gen Gale Wings, it would be so good in this gen. So what I'm seeing here is a Aurora Veil team. I actually really like this team. It looks like great team composition and just like a lot of fun. I think I want to lead my Rock Repellent. I feel like he's gonna lead with his Ninetales. And I feel like this gives me, yeah, I'm getting counter led all over the place. Just like absolute crazy. And I like Nidoqueen or Nidoking kills my team. Let's see. His team's really scary. It's like really powerful. He could Ice Beam or he could Sludge Wave, expecting a Tapu to switch in. I think Starmie is a pretty safe play here. Starmie, and then nothing on his team wants to take a Psyshock. So that's the play I'm gonna make. Yeah, Sludge Wave, expecting one of my Tapus out. That's fine. He has to make a prediction. I think he is going to try to go into his Tangrowth, expecting a Hydro Pump or something. So, expecting him to switch out, what I'm actually going to do is go for a Trick right now, I think. Or he can be Choice Scarfed. Got it. That is good information. So I should eat one, and nothing wants to come in on 1,000 Arrows except for Tangrowth, which means I can throw off a Toxic here on this boy's Tangrowth. So that's cool. It kind of sucks, but at least I now know that his Nidoking is Choice Scarfed. So Tangrowth probably wants to knock something off. I think my Talonflame is a pretty good play. That lets in his Heatran. So what I'm going to do is go Talonflame, expect a Hidden Power, okay. and then I'm going to double back out into my Zygarde, expecting the Heatran play. Nice. And that'll just let me 1,000 arrows. If he wants to bring the Tangrowth back out, it is Toxic, and it's on a timer, and Talonflame pretty much walls the heck out of it, so I can just go back into my Talonflame, and I have Roost on it, so I can get back up to full. He might want to make the Tapu Koko play, which right here, which would be pretty good. I can just go for a Roost. He might want to stay in with his Tangrowth this time because I doubled out last time, and if he's doing that, he's taking, yeah, he'd be taking damage. So Heatran comes out here. I have Earth Power on my Diancie. Let's see, he could Earth Power or he could Magma Storm. If I were him, I would be Magma Storming right now, or setting up my rocks, which is actually a problem. So yeah, I think I'm gonna put Defog back on my Tapu Fini, because I don't like usually leading with I don't usually like leading with my Diancie because I feel like people constantly counter lead it, and that can just like be a problem for me. So I never get the Mega off. So I like having Defog on Tapu Fini because I also kind of throw away my Starmie too often. So what I'm going to do here is set up my own Stealth Rock to pressure his switches. They don't usually run Flash Cannon. If he wants to do anything to me, he's probably going to Earth Power me, but that will let me Earth Power him right back. And since he goes into his Gyarados, I don't want him setting up. Then again, I do have my own Tapu Fini, which can be a big problem for him. I don't think he'd go straight for a Waterfall. Then again, he was... I feel like this is Mega Gyarados. Like, I like on an Auroraville team, he definitely should be. I'm just going to make straight into Tapu Fini. Yeah, he goes right for the Waterfall. I'm going to taunt him so he can't Dragon Dance up. The non-moving sprite for Tapu Fini is really weird because, like, I'm going to look at the camera fast. He looks like he's looking that way. He's, like, not even watching the battle. He's like, psh, I don't care about you, Gyarados. Like, looking off in the distance. Yeah, it goes right for an Earthquake. And what I'm going to do here is Moonblast because he looks like he just wants to stay in and not set up at all and just wants to get Moonblasted. I expect him to want to switch into something that can take the Moonblast, not going for it again. And if he stays in, this Scald plus another Moonblast will kill him, and a double Moonblast won't. So what I'm going to do is make the Scald play. Yikes, that sucks, but I don't know. Like, I don't know what to expect from this guy, to be honest. His Choice Scarf Nidoking might be able to kill my team, though, because I let the rocks get up, because I don't have Defog on Tapu Fini. So putting Defog on Tapu Fini, I feel, was a really, just the best thing I could do. And what I'm going to do here, I kind of want a Superpower, expecting the Heatran. But I'm just going to Horn Leech. Yeah, I don't know, I'm a little bit like, he's like very straightforward, like offensive. He's like, I don't care like what you're gonna do, like I'm gonna do my thing. I'm not gonna... Did he even have Dragon Dance on his team? Like, I don't know what to expect from him. So he is either going to Ice Beam or Sludge Wave. If he Sludge Waves, Zygarde is my best play. However, I think he would want to Ice Beam because I have a Tapu Bulu out. I'm gonna go Zygarde expecting Sludge Wave because he has a Zygarde switch in for Tangrowth in case he does Sludge Wave. Yeah. So I can switch into that, and then he's gonna make the Tangrowth play. He's got really bad internet. He keeps disconnecting. Right, so this is a really tough play for me, I think. Maybe not really tough, but I definitely want to have initiative when he goes into his Tangrowth. So what I'm going to do is just double into my Talonflame, and I get the play right, which is really, really nice. And I'm also going to Roost on this, I think. Yeah, I'm just going to click Roost. I hope he brings his Nidoking back out, so I can Flyinium Z him, but I think his best play is to always go Heatran. This guy is like disconnecting, reconnecting, disconnecting, reconnecting. So, I think this match would be a lot easier if I would have had... What did he have? He put up Stealth Rock, okay. I think this match would be so much easier if I had Defog on Tapu Fini, because I would have just been able to Defog on the Gyarados, and it'd be easier because like my Talonflame wouldn't be able to be pressured. I would be able to constantly come in on the Tangrowth and not like fear rocks. I would constantly have the Gale Wings. So that's just me not being misplaying on team building, you know? So he doesn't have any switch-ins here. He might be Protect, and I think Earth Power is my best play. So Earth Power hits pretty much everything on his team except for Tangrowth, which I can Moonblast after. Maybe. Earth Power will hit and if he stays in, nice. So he takes big damage from that. I kind of want to Moonblast, expecting a Tangrowth switch, but I feel like I just have to Earth Power here. No. Where are we in the recording? We're 17 minutes in. So, I popped my bike tire yesterday. I was listening to... Anybody ever listened to Irish rock before? Like, I'm just gonna stay in. I don't really outspeed too much, yeah. Anybody ever listen to like Irish rock? I was listening to some Irish rock and I was feeling like super hype. And I was like going down a hill and I was like, I'm gonna jump this curb. And I jumped the curb and my back tire hit it and just like popped. And it was like an $80 Walmart bike. So like, that's what happens. We know he's Scarf, so we can go into Zygarde here and I think just 1,000 arrows. I want to make the Talonflame double. Honestly, I do. I'm just gonna go straight for the 1,000 arrows though, yeah. Yeah, his best play is pretty much to always go Tangrowth there. But I didn't want to risk him switching out into Tapu Koko or staying in because I was making the double before. So this is definitely a tough one to win from here. And what I'm gonna do here is, since I keep switching into my Talonflame on his Tangrowth, I'm gonna double 1,000 arrows. And this is a risky play, but I feel like I have to make this since I'm in the back. Yeah, so that sucks, but I felt I needed to try to make a play if I wanted to have a chance of winning this. It's definitely like not looking good for me because I think the Nidoking can kind of just come in and sweep me because he has the Choice Scarf on it. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's GG because he can just bring in Nidoking and go for Scarf Sludge Wave. If this was Life Orb Nidoking, that actually would have been a lot easier for me. And I'm actually pretty surprised he's not Life Orb Nidoking, to be honest, because like on an Aurora Veil team, you would normally go for like a a bulkier Nidoking probably. I don't know. I haven't played too much Aurora Veil, so I guess that's just how it be. I can Horn Leech here, I think. I mean, if he wants to be stupid and risk his Nidoking, please do that. Like, just switch into something else. Switch out the Tapu Koko, save it. You don't need it. Well, I mean, you do need it. Save it. Yeah. So he can just go for Scarf Sludge Wave. Yeah, we're out. GG's. Alright. I've got one more game with this team, and now that I have Defog on Tapu Fini, I think I like that a lot more. I think that'll be a lot better for the Talonflame in general. Ooh, I'm moving things on my desk over here. It's causing a ruckus. Ooh. Gosh. Okay. Let's see. What do we see here? Zapdos is a problem for this team. Especially because I don't have like Diamond Storm on Deontay. But if we play around it, we can definitely, like, if I can trick it something, then we should be good. And what I want to do here, I think I want to, I'm just gonna lead with my Deontay, get my Mega up. And yeah, this gives me a free Stealth Rock right off the bat, I think. And we might be able to see. Alright, nope. Yep, just gets our Stealth Rock up, and we can go straight out into Talonflame. There's not anything Tapu Bulu really does to threaten Talonflame, unless he is Stone Edge, in which case he would Beast the Talonflame. But if he's not, yeah. So we see Horn Leech there. That actually does a lot of damage, a lot more than I expected. So what I expect to come out here is the Zapdos, and I'm going to get a burn on him. This is awesome. I like having that burn on Zapdos because now he will just be taking chip damage, and that is what I like to see. So expect a Thunderbolt here, so I'm going to go into my Slug, and then, alright, that's also fine. And I'm going to double out into my Deontay, just scouting for the HP Ice. That's fine. Defog, so he's Roost, Defog, probably Discharge, and I just want to figure out if he is Heat Wave or Hidden Power Ice. So this should give me another free Stealth Rock. Deontay is definitely going to be helpful in this game though, so I want to make sure I keep him around. Was he Choice Band? Because that did a lot of damage to me. Would a Wood Hammer kill me? No, Wood Hammer won't kill me, I don't think. Yeah, and I can just Roost up. Then again, when I Roost, this will do a lot of damage if he chooses to stay in. What I'm gonna do is Roost here, because then Thunderbolt will not be super effective against me. That does risk the... Let me check how much I would do to Zapdos with a Flare Blitz. Let's check defensive Zapdos and Talonflame. So Flare Blitz will do like 30. So I kind of just want to see what he'll go for, if he'll go for the HP Ice. So I'm going to Roost here. He goes for his own Roost, and he probably just wants to Defog here, honestly. So I'm going to go Deontay, get up my rocks again. If he wants to attack me, that's good, because then I'll keep the rocks up. I can Moonblast him, he will not appreciate that. And then he has to choose between losing his Zapdos or keeping the rocks off. So I think I'm gonna put them up, because if he switches out right now, then he's gonna die on switch in. So if he wants to bring his Zapdos back out, he dies to rocks, and he has no other way of getting it off. So his Zapdos is dead, and that is just a sack now. Magearna, this is dangerous because I don't know if it is Z, not Z, well maybe Z, but I don't know if it's Assault Vest or Shift Gear. And looking at this team, I think it might be Shift Gear, honestly. If it's Shift Gear, what can I do? I don't have great answers to it if it's Shift Gear. But Deontay does so well against this team. I'm almost certain this is Shift Gear because he's got a Tapu Bulu and a Mach. I'm gonna go for Hishuka Shift Gear. Yikes. Okay. If he's Bolt Beam, he doesn't kill me. Farium Z will kill me. Regular Flare Cannon. I'm hoping he's Bolt Beam. Nice. Alright, so we get rid of that. Yeah, just like, that's the kind of thing you gotta do. You gotta look at the opponent's team and you're like, what kind of team is this? Like, what does he have out here? So I'm looking, I see a Alolan Mach, which is usually like Assault Vested, a Tapu Bulu, which helps against like Greninja and stuff. So when I see that kind of stuff on his team, I'm thinking, why would he have another Assault Vest Magearna? That just doesn't make sense. Like, on this team, it makes sense to have a Shift Gear Magearna. So I couldn't let him set up and start like Calm Minding or anything, because that could be extremely dangerous against my team. And now he has 0 resists to Priority Brave Bird, because his Zapdos dies on switch-in, and his Magearna is dead. Alright, I was just trying to figure it out. Sweet. So we win that. 1530. Alright, we're still like low mid ladder. So we're getting there though. So starting to do it more often, starting to climb up the ladder. So we'll get up to somewhere one time. But like, this was a fun team. I really enjoyed playing with this team because it's kind of like, it's a fun team to use. You know, it's very offensive, and it's I like it better with the Defog Finny. Obviously, I didn't get to use it, but I think this is a fun team that I'm actually going to try to start using in like real ladder matches or like real tournament games. So, hope you all have a wonderful day. Sub if you liked it, leave a like, do whatever. Peace.